G'day, it's Mick here from Restoration Revival. So, we're going to talk about my 180B. But first, here is some epic B-roll. So anyway, my dad's 180B. Now my 620 has gone and left the building. The 180B is going to get the attention that the 620 once was. So she's got a bit of rust, so it's going to be full rotisserie job. I mean, this thing is going to be above average, and it has to stand out above all other 180Bs, so it gets the attention that I want it to. Now I want it to get this attention because I need something that's 100% show quality, so that I can advertise my work, because this is my business and I need something for people to see that I can do that quality of work. I haven't had that opportunity as of yet. Now this 180B, as it sits, owes me, I can't remember, I think I paid I paid $600 for this car. So it doesn't owe me a lot as it sits. The interior is pretty clean. It's pretty reasonable, but it's an awful ghastly green. It's horrible. I mean, the outside's horrible too, but I know what colour I'm going to paint it. I've already got the vision in my head on how this thing's going to look, and it is going to look special. So I want it to, it's going to get a lot of customization, but it's going to have to be tasteful. I don't want it to look out of place. I want it to look as though it could have come from the factory like it. But yeah, it's not going to be to do with performance. Well, not straight away anyway. I may get a set of twin side drafts for it, just for that sound. I was tossing up with the idea of a Holly Sniper with a little snail on the side, give it some boost. But we'll see. So it's kind of going to be done with a World Time Attack track car type theme, but for the road, if you know what I mean. I'm going to register it soon, but first I have to go see Mr. Norris and get a fuel tank. Tow bar, that's ugly, that's got to go. I'm also going to have to get a new rear windscreen, well, a better one, because it's had a sticker here and it looks like they've tried to remove it with some 80 grit sandpaper or something. Bumper bars have rust holes in them, so I am going to build some custom bumper bars that mold into the body. Yeah, you know how they do it, like Kindig Customs and people like that, they flush mount the bumper bars into the body. Well, I'm going to do the same thing. This front one's bent, so that one's no good to me anyway. It's had an incident at the front here. Interior, rear seats. Hang on, that's right, it's a 4-door. Not used to 4 doors. Rear seats, not real flash. What I'm thinking about doing in the rear is doing bucket seats front and back, but as I said, it's got to look tasteful and as if it came from the factory like it. So to make that happen, what I'm going to do is where the radio is up here, which is, you know, like that, I'm going to put 3 gauges here, and then I'm going to do a sweeping console down here that sweeps down from here. I'm going to put a navigation reverse camera type head unit in there, Apple CarPlay type thing, and the console I'm going to carry all the way through the center and up to the back, and I'm going to do something cool in there, whether it's storage or speakers or I don't know. I'll work that out when I get to it. I'll play around with some designs, but yeah, I've got a trim missing on the back window there. I just noticed. That's about the only thing that's missing. Now what's cool about this thing, hang on a minute, what is really cool, literally what is cool about this thing is it has air conditioning and it works. I mean, it's the old 12R coolant, so I mean, it works but not flash. It'll cool you down a little bit. So I'm gonna have to get a new pump anyway, so I can, because I don't think you can run the newer coolant through the old pumps. But she runs pretty good. She runs pretty good. Hang on a minute. Let's see if I can get this hood prop up with one hand. Yeah, anyway. I'm pretty excited about this project now. I haven't really been excited about it until now, because, you know, I was focusing on, I thought the 620 was going to be this, but something came up and I had to sell the 620. So anyway, it's slowly been running better and better. I've got to pull the choke out to start it, make sure it's out of gear. But it's been running better and better the more times I actually run it. The carby's clearing itself out a bit. I mean, she's still a bit poopy, but it needs a good run up the road, I think. I'll put some injector cleaner through the carby, see if it will clean it out by itself. Otherwise I'll just have to pull it apart and clean it out. But I do want to register it for a little while, so I'm going to have to tidy up a few bits of rust on it and get it looking a bit more presentable. Because I want to put it on club registration before I'll take it off the road and pull it all apart. So yeah, the choke was out a little bit, but yeah, so that's the 180B and massive plans for it. Now it's not gonna, I'm not going to actually officially start the build for a few months yet. I've got to finish my 240Z first, and I'd also like to give my motorcycle a respray before that as well. So I'd say a few months time I'll be starting to pull this thing apart and getting into it. But yeah, I want to get some registration on it before that happens. So I've got to go see Mr. Norris at Grand Auto, and he's got a fuel tank sitting there for me, and we'll get into it. So anyway guys, that's just an update, let you know what's going on. My next major project will be probably the 180B. I'll be doing a few things in between, like I've got to rip the head off the old Morris truck that's in the shed here to try and get it unseized, because I'd really like to get this thing, even if I can get it unseized and just whack it back on with the original head gasket if I don't damage it too much, just so I can get it running enough to be able to pull it in and out of the shed when I want to. Yeah, so the old Morris, she's going to get some attention too, hopefully not in the too distant future. Anyway guys, if you want to see the full build on the 180B coming up, please like, please subscribe, it'd mean the world to me, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.